Hi everybody, welcome back to Tabletop Escapades. The mood right now is a little strange. We just had a slightly contentious argument about Dragon Ball FighterZ roster, so emotions are a little high.
Are really high.
Emotions are a little high going into the episode, which may be appropriate.
It was a tactic. Ben did this on purpose.
Yeah. I just wanted to shoot the show, man.
No, I did not. It was Huber.
Just put him in!
Yeah, it was Huber.
Put the characters that people love in the game.
Huber is right now very passionately fighting for Nappa and Raditz. Which I don't think anyone is against.
Because
and now and Chaozu now.
Because from my point of view, these are, like, when I was growing up,
who are these
there
people?
were two of the most intimidating villains I had ever seen in my life as a child. As a youth growing up. Nappa comes down, destroying villages, taking on all the Z fighters, like, foreboding, intimidating presence. There from the beginning. Put him in the game.
I have no problem with Raditz and Nappa being in the game. I don't think anyone at this table has
I don't want
problem.
him in the game.
You don't want him in the game?
I don't want him in the game.
Alright, Ian
They're too intimidating.
Nappa
They would have too much of an advantage.
and Raditz.
Yeah, they would scare the youths growing up in their youths right now.
Yep.
But
Exactly.
right now, going on in Bulvok, we have a warlock who is tenuously allied with the crew. We rolled for Fame. Fame is going to come back naturally after 1 hour. Yeah, you roll 1d4 on a stable creature to see how long they recover 1 hit point. You rolled a 1, which is good. But also, the characters have leveled up after that encounter. They are now level 11, which means some of them have access to new spells, new abilities, that sort of thing. So, tenuously allied with a warlock, there are 4 mercenaries left. The Nightingales that were with the warlock, the 3 Nightingales that were with the warlock, have gone in the direction of the forest. Slayer has also gone that direction as well. And so there are certainly things that the warlock wants to do, but I'm going to open it up to the party where you guys have kind of resolved this situation. You have an ally who you're not quite sure the full extent of his power, the full extent of his information. What do you want to do? Therese has got some ideas. Therese, also your familiar is keeping track of Slayer and what's going on with the
Okay,
Nightingales.
cool.
That's what you said last time.
Yeah. He joined us.
He joined us. Actually, there is one last thing I want to say. At the end of the last episode, we introduced a new character called the Huntress.
Oh, yeah, right.
And the Huntress
It's gonna hunt him.
is going to hunt the warlock. That's
And I believe I
That
said...
was through the mind, I think.
yeah,
they were
kind of
talking
like
to each other
yeah.
in the brains. And I told him to tell me everything he knows about the Huntress. And that's
You were
like where we
you were
stopped.
also the only character in this campaign that knows Virion is the Dragon Lord.
Oh,
Because you were speaking telepathically.
right.
No, Fame knows that too.
Fame does not know that. He does not have that information.
Fame's dreaming about her daddy.
Yeah, Fame is just having a nightmare about her dad accepting her.
Yeah.
I
Forgive
love you, Fame. No, daddy.
No, Daddy, I need to kill you.
So, Therese, you're going to have to decide what you want to do with that information.
I will... Well, Fame is passed out, right?
Fame is passed out. We'll get 1 hit point in an hour.
Okay, I will transmit that information mentally to Pomper and Cater.
Okay.
We can just assume I've done that, and we don't have to like. And I do.
Pomper would not know who Virion is.
Pomper would not know, yeah.
Right. Someone who sent us on this mission. Originally.
Oh, that's who it is.
Right.
I remember. We met a lot of people in here.
What can you say about him?
I don't know.
Well, he's
Barely
the
remember
Dragon Lord, so.
He's got long, stringy hair.
Do you know?
A long, crooked nose. Red eyes.
You're passed out.
That's also Pepe.
Are you
Yeah, that's
describing Goku or
No,
something?
Pepe has one hair.
Off his temple.
Yeah, right here.
No,
But I do want the
Virion
warlock
is a very
to.
handsome man.
I do want the warlock to tell me
Blonde
about
hair.
the Huntress.
You want
What-
the warlock to tell you about the Huntress?
What he knows about her.
Okay. So, like we did last time, and if Kyle wants to again sing Dave Matthews Band, he can. But the warlock is kind of freaking out right now. He realizes that he himself is not in a good position, and so he's trying to turn around to his advantage. So the information that he gives you about the Huntress is very panicked. And
She woke up in the morning.
she did not wake up in the morning. Basically, the first thought that you get is, she's insane, she's insane, she's insane, she's insane. Like, that's just what is appearing in his head over and over again.
I like her already.
Yeah, so the Huntress is in fact insane and is serving the Dragon Lord, but she's serving the Dragon Lord just because it's convenient for her to kill people. Or basically,
Bloodlust.
she is his right hand, and because it is so essential to Virion's grand scheme that his identity is a secret, she is basically his private assassin, where she can go and anybody that even has a whiff of his identity will be killed. And he has, through the power of the Red Dragons, given her magic that will allow her to detect when his name is spoken. She basically has a tap on all information that is spoken about Virion.
Good thing we've not said it out loud. I tell them.
That's true.
I tell them, don't say that guy's name out loud.
Who?
Good. Right.
Nicator Sharp.
No, he just forgot. He's not. He's not being cute.
That's for the best.
He just forgot.
That is
Yeah.
for the best.
Who again?
We met a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually didn't meet him in the campaign. That was before the campaign.
I'm gonna just say, like, we're pretty injured. Fame's beaten up. The final battle approaches. I think we need to rest. This is our last chance.
Final battle? Do you know something that we don't know?
Well, clearly the...
I mean, I'm just
Dragon
hoping that we
Lord.
live through it is all I'm saying.
I
want to fight again someday.
Well, I think the next time we fight will be against a sizable army or a intimidating foe.
Yeah.
So I think we could all use a quick rest before we head out. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Okay.
We can keep watch while we rest. We'll guard you.
Chill.
I'm
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Where?
Hold on. The Warlock wanted to go, if I remember.
The Warlock does want to go.
Yeah.
Which is still true. However, the Warlock seems to be very interested in Pomper.
Oh.
And gets close to Pomper. And
You have their power.
And as Pomper is talking about going to sleep, the Warlock is nodding his head pensively.
Hey, keep your distance, you weirdo.
This,
to the Warlock.
this is what he says to Nicator. You have nothing like his power.
I don't need
He's
his power.
different from you.
Yeah, he's a freak. Look at him. It's 2 colors.
I'll look over to Therese and point to my head.
What's up?
Communication.
Yeah. What's up?
He seems pretty strong. I'm a little worried if I fall asleep, I might be vulnerable to some kind of mind tricks. Is there any way you can guard my dreams or anything? I don't quite fully understand it.
tactics.
Warlock could have regarded your dreams.
Is it okay for me to sleep around this person?
It's okay for you to sleep.
Okay.
I'll keep you safe.
Okay.
I'll watch him.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Where?
Just in the cave, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We never
as
ended up
long
rigging it
as-
up with
Next
dynamite,
to
right?
Ren's crystalline body.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Ren's crystalline
Yeah.
body is in the cave.
I'm gonna go to sleep right under it.
You can't. The crystal has grown so much that you can't see Ren inside of it. You
Okay.
basically just see a crystalline mass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go to sleep like 10 feet away from that then, because I don't want it to. Like,
Wait, Pompa, drag her in with you.
Fame?
Yeah, clean the fame.
Just dragging her by her hair.
Yeah.
Right, like nasty hair.
It's like straight.
Now, like, prop you up against the wall, kind of, so you're like lying down, like kind of on the wall.
Pomper, the warlock follows you into the cave.
Ugh.
And when you
Come on, man.
lay down to sleep, he sleeps approximately 3 feet to your left. He lays down to sleep as
All
well.
right, I'm gonna stand up and move like 7 more feet away and then lay down and go to sleep.
Okay, so here's what he does.
Okay.
On the ground, he sees you get up, and then he waits for you to go down, and then he rolls like 3 feet next to you. But he does not appear to harm you. He's not casting any spells.
What is this?
I don't know.
Just go to sleep.
Everybody's okay, Nicator, I think you should keep an eye out outside the cave. I'm gonna watch our friend here.
Fine.
You can keep watch and trance. At the same
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
so.
Cool.
So I'm gonna trance for 4 hours watching Pomper and the Warlock in the cave, but like positioning with my back to the back of the cave so I can also see the door of the cave.
I'm gonna trance on top of the cave.
Cool.
Nice.
Sit on top.
Legolas style.
And then I need a Disgraced update and a Puffs update.
And a Slayer update.
Oh, sure, because you're
So
bird.
disgraced. The Puffs are still pretty traumatized by the death of that green dragon of their kin, basically, and the Puffs also. You remember that these Puffs are sort of what's left over of the green dragon's energy. Something that we didn't really get to address in the battle is that they also had a reaction to the Warlock touching you and saying all of this crazy nonsense. And so all of the Puffs, what was the name of the one that was on?
Puffadiddle? Puffapus?
No, that was on Carmine.
Carmine.
Yeah, Carmine. Even Carmine, that's it. Fucking Carmine.
Wait, who's in the cave then?
Just hold on a second.
Hold on.
All of the Puffs that were sort of doing their own thing, remember they were expressing some individual agency during the battle, they are now all going to Pomper and sleeping next to Pomper. They're kind of huddled around Pomper.
Cool.
So that's
I
going on then.
like grab a couple, kind of like cuddle up with them as I'm passing out.
Absolutely, sure.
Oh, I think
The mercenaries decide to rest outside of the cave, away from
I forgot they were
away from the group. They are having their own conversation.
can I hear this then?
There's a chance that you could hear it, but they're trying to be discreet.
Roll it, Brad.
The disgraced.
Want to roll?
Yeah, roll
Let's go, baby.
disgraced is still sort of in Pomper's thrall because of the Geas spell
Roll. My
Oh,
brood.
yeah, that lasts for a long time.
that lasts for 30 days.
30 days.
14.
Okay.
30 days. And 30 nights.
Yeah, so if that Warlock tries to harm you, Disgraced is on it, man.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're fine.
Cherries.
Disgraced is not resting and is standing directly over the Warlock with blade drawn
Oh my
in
god.
case shit goes down.
Okay.
There's still a bunch of corpses outside, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you guys are not clean.
Okay, I suddenly have like, wait, can we do stuff before we rest, or do we not get our new stuff
No,
until
you
after we
can
rest?
do stuff before you rest.
Okay, I suddenly have like a weird feeling, and I stand up and I want to try something, and I walk out and I put my hand kind of over 3 of our dead mercenaries.
Okay.
And I'm not really sure what I'm trying to do, but I kind of just like focus on them, and I create undead on them, which is
Okay.
on page 229.
I hope this
Cool.
goes
Night
well.
Queen.
So you need a dead body to start with for that spell?
Up to 3.
Okay.
You can cast this spell only at night. It's night, right?
I think it's still daytime.
Is it day?
It is basically becoming evening right now.
Okay, alright.
Oh, okay.
Sunset.
So does it count as night?
Do you need it to be night for the spell? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will count.
Okay. Choose up to 3 corpses of medium or small humanoids within range.
Get that Warlock back. Why 3 mercs?
What page was it on? I'm sorry.
229. Well, I just didn't know.
Okay, you're right. Yeah. RP.
You know,
Yeah.
I didn't know if like if I'll be able to control them or what. I'm kind of just doing this on an impulse, you know.
Yeah.
Do you have spell slots for this?
This I can do
That's
it
it.
once per rest without spell slot,
Oh, cool.
so I'm gonna do it before I rest, and then I'll be able to do it again.
Nice. Fun.
As a bonus action, on one of your turns, you can mentally command any creature you animate if this creature is within 120 feet. So I'm gonna have them stand guard too if this works.
Yeah, absolutely. So it does work. You are successful
Okay.
in raising the 3 mercenary corpses.
Undead army.
However, this has an effect on the mercenaries that are still alive.
Of course it does.
So before
when they start coming up, though, I go like, huh, okay,
Yeah.
hi to them. I'm like afraid of them a little bit for a second.
I am totally sorry, Therese, that I was kind of stepping in your RP.
Oh,
There.
no,
This
it's
is a
fine.
crazy spell, so go as nuts with it.
That's
as you want.
that's what I would do.
The other thing that I actually retroactively wanted to do, it's one of my favorite. I'm going to give you a special distinction for this. It's one of my favorite things any player has done during this campaign. Happened actually last session, when you were trying, because you speak telepathically so much, you were trying to get a read on the warlock's like tics and facial expressions. I thought that was extremely smart, and I did call you out for it then, but I didn't give you a point of inspiration, so I'm going to give you a point of inspiration.
Nice.
Because that is exactly the kind of thing that I think deserves inspiration.
Ben, I thank thee, but apparently I already have one.
Well, then it is, the intent was
but
there.
the thought that counts.
Yeah.
Thank you,
But
Ben.
that was very good. So the mercenaries, Brad, you actually were successful in kind of overhearing
Nice.
the conversation. The general gist of it that you got is that, so they've sacrificed more than any of you, or at least they feel like they've sacrificed more than any of you at this point, for a battle that they don't totally understand. Before you guys showed up, they wanted to get out of here, and while they're grateful that you created food and water and saved their lives from starvation, they feel like you're not really showing any gratitude or remorse for what they've been through. And so they were thinking about leaving, like just while you guys were sleeping, just bailing. And now that they've seen the fucking desecrated corpses of their brethren come back to life, it's not even like, it's just an immediate reaction. They start running away.
How many of them are there?
There were four left. They just start running
A
away.
net loss of one mercenary.
Well, are their stats worse as undead? Do stats carry over?
They count as a ghoul, whatever that is.
Yeah, it says the
Okay.
DM has their statistics.
Yeah,
That seems pretty
a
good.
ghoul
Yeah.
comes under my control. I
Yeah,
Great.
we can.
Cool.
If it comes into play, we'll obviously
Yeah.
address it this
I don't
episode.
even
But
know
otherwise,
if
I have that still.
Okay.
Do we know the undead mercenaries' like state of mind? Are they mindless zombies? or...
They're basically like undead servants under your control. That is.
I
the
can-
So
impression.
can they,
They do-
speak and stuff like that, or are they just going? Ugh?
They'll do whatever I say.
They're puppets.
I can
They're
issue
puppets,
general
yeah.
commands or direct commands.
I'm gonna just say this right now.
Yeah.
As powerful as these undead servants are, they are not masters at diplomacy. I
Right.
just want to throw that out there in
Yeah,
case
yeah.
that you want to have them start doing negotiations with the Nightingales.
Yeah, send
these
them in.
undead mercenaries, not great at diplomacy.
Yeah,
They're good optics, though. I think they're really going to help us when it comes to our persuasions.
They have a sticky
They
quality.
could be used in somebody else's persuasion.
Yeah,
but maybe
right,
they're not going to
right.
be talking up a storm.
If I issue no commands, they'll defend themselves against hostile threats, but otherwise do nothing.
Great.
Yeah.
So they run away.
The mercenaries book it.
Just go. Damn it, Therese.
Fly right in my ear.
I'm gonna yell at them. Come back. You won't last out there.
There's no response from the mercenaries.
You're gonna die.
Thank God I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Great.
I tell.
It was kind of an instinctual reaction from them.
I turn to the three undead guards or undead mercenaries, and I say, "Keep a lookout."
So what they do, in a pretty sick way, and if this is overextending my bounds, please let me know. They basically form a triangle formation outside the cave where
Cool.
they go like 20 feet west of the entrance, 20 feet east of the entrance, and then 40 feet past the entrance. And so it's like they're on guard, ready
Perfect.
to go in all those directions.
I watch this and I just go, "Okay," and I go back into trance and watch Pomper and the Warlock.
Cool. They're actually kind of forming a diamond like with the cave. So they're,
Diamond
they're
dust.
incorporating
Nice.
you into the thing as
Excellent.
well. So there is actually something I want to do with Pomper, but before we get into what I want to do with Pomper, an hour passes and you regain 1 hit point.
Great.
So
I
you-
want to stay resting, though. I'll take that one,
Okay.
but I want to...
Do you RP like wake up and going?
Yeah,
like,
please do RP. Do you want to take stock of your surroundings?
That's what that was.
So you do see that crystalline mass in the cave.
Yeah.
You see that you're right next to Pomper.
Mm-hmm.
You see the warlock sleeping near Pomper.
Yeah.
And you see Therese in the cave as well.
And Disgraced.
And Disgrace standing over the
Yeah.
warlock. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. But you're just.
All right. My feeling is you're afraid of nothing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you don't care.
She's been in this situation before. She knows what she needs to do, and it's just sleep more.
Okay, so a mechanical thing that we need to get into here. So Therese and Nikator, they only need to trance, which means they get the 4 hours for a full rest.
Mm-hmm.
But do Fame and Pomper intend to take a full rest, which would be 8 hours
Full
in there?
rest.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, so
Haven't slept in days.
I just want you to keep in mind that is obviously going to put a pretty severe time crunch on the end of the world.
For sure. I'm anticipating.
The final battle.
I'm anticipating like the next time we encounter anyone, it's gonna be like
Game on.
either the final boss or like the final boss's henchman.
Cool.
The Huntress.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we're going into.
We're going to Ultimacia's castle.
Yeah,
This is it.
I'm assuming we're going into the fog barrier or whatever that was, like
Yeah.
the big smoke barrier. We're going in.
Mm-hmm. Foggate?
Yeah, going to Bowser's castle. Is that what you said?
No, Ultimacia's castle.
Okay. Well,
Ultimacia. What a nice way to pronounce that.
Ultimacia.
I'm gonna say Bowser's castle.
Sure.
It's cooler. Sorry.
Have you seen Ultimacia's castle?
No.
It's pretty damn cool, Huber.
It's really cool. It's cooler than any Bowser Castle, if we're being real.
What is
Dude,
this
Bowser's
one?
castle
Oh, I see.
in
Oh.
Mario Kart
8?
8 looks really cool.
I beat 8. I don't
It's
remember
Castlevania, pretty much. That's
Cool.
what I'm saying.
All right.
this. Sweet.
The story of 8 gets credit. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways.
Anyway.
Anywho or anyhow?
Whatever you
back,
like, man.
back to what's going on.
Fame says anywho.
Who?
Fame does.
Anywho?
Yeah.
Does
Fame's an
Fame,
anywho.
does Fame say a guesstimate?
No.
But she probably would if she'd ever heard
She
of
probably says guesstimation.
it. Oh.
If I had to make a guesstimation.
Sounds like you're singing country.
So Pomper, what I wanted to get to with you is the warlock enters your dreams.
Oh!
Or attempts
No!
attempts to enter your dreams. We
Okay.
resolve things through rolls.
Okay.
But he's very powerful. and
That
you're
Yogala spell.
Yeah.
Wait, is this warlock asleep though, or pretending to be asleep?
You don't know. You're asleep.
Okay.
Oh.
How many hours have passed? Am I still trancing?
You said 1 hour,
You're still
right?
trancing.
Just one.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like watching this warlock.
And so is Disgraced.
Yeah, Disgraced is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Disgraced is watching the warlock.
No indication.
I'm not.
Ben's taking it in
I'm not.
Ben knows, Ben
I'm not
knows.
killing you.
Ben knows.
Not yet.
I trust you.
All right. The warlock
Papa
successfully
never gets
enters
to
your
I
dreams.
know. Wait, sorry, say it again.
The warlock does successfully enter your dreams.
Go.
Okay.
I'm in.
I don't want to spend too much time on this,
'Kay.
but this is kind of a bombshell like the Virion bombshell.
Whoa.
No, you don't need to roll.
You're already screwed.
Actually, hold on.
Would it
Maybe
be a
you do.
constant
I want the
roll?
bombshell, Huber. Don't roll.
Constitution roll.
Maybe you do need to roll. No. What was the name of that spell that you cast?
Dream, isn't it?
Me?
I lost
No.
all my spell cards. They're all gone.
Oh no.
They're just in your house.
Well, I mean, they're here.
I
Oh.
believe it was called
Thanks,
Dream.
Whoa. Yep.
Whoa, I thought I was going to drink that. I was like, what is going on?
I need to see it.
I need to see it. Maybe it's not called Dream. I thought it was called Dream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
nope,
Dream.
we're good. Yeah,
Dream
we're,
Eater.
236.
yeah, we're very good. We're very good.
Dream car.
Yeah.
Range special.
Yoshi's Kirby's Dreamland.
So, Pomper, there's that Dragon Ball Fighters roster discussion.
dude.
I know.
A
lot of those going
we're,
on.
We're good with this is all lining up. So anyway, Pomper, I need to again reinforce the state of mind of this warlock. Well, the warlock has given information that he knows will get him killed, and so he's in a very vulnerable place. The other thing that happened is he does not fucking understand why you have the green dragons inside of you. He thought they were gone. It's very important that they're not gone, because this is what he says. The only chance, the only way for us to make it out of here. And when he says those words, everything is in pitch blackness. But as he's speaking,
Am I conscious in this dream right
you
now?
are conscious in the stream. Hold on.
Okay.
You're in blackness. You see flames appear in a circle around you.
Ooh.
You are surrounded by flames. You don't see the warlock. You only see these small pillars of fire in front of you. The only way for either one of us to make it out alive is if we achieve what the Dragon Lord is trying to achieve. There is a secret of your kind, Dragonborn, that you do not know. You speak of red dragons, of green dragons, but there were dragons, gods, before them. The red and green were split off from their crystalline forms. If we can combine what is inside of you with the power of the crystal, we can summon a force powerful enough to defeat the Dragon Lord and his army. The only problem, the blue crystal appears in front of you, the one that Yogala defiled. It is floating in front of your face. If you were to reach out, you could touch it.
But I'm dreaming, right?
You're dreaming, yes. But I'm saying you could reach out and touch it in your dream. All of this is in the context of within the dream. Yeah. The warlock says, however, this defilement, I'm not sure how it happened. I'm not sure its effects. Before we enact this plan and become the crystalline gods, we need to figure out what has happened to the source of the energy.
Is that it?
That's it.
I don't understand.
Do you understand? Yes or no? So you're like, hey, no.
Repeats the dog.
Allow me to restart. Do you understand?
I trust my companions.
You want to see them alive?
I do.
Then you must join forces with me. But I can tell, based on our last encounter, that your comrades, particularly the one with bloodied red teeth, and you, Dragonborn, and your strange snake friends, you are not one for quiet. If we are to be successful, we must sneak into the Dragon Lord's fortress. We must avoid the Huntress's gaze. She is on her way here now. With her guild.
How can I trust you? And how can I trust these new gods?
A fair question. As far as the gods are concerned, the crystalline ones, you can trust them because they are you. You came from them. All of your friends came from them. They are the source of everything. And me, as far as trusting me, well, that is a good question, but think about my position. Think about where I am and what's after me and what's at stake. This is my only way to continue living.
Can you lead us to a hidden path? Can we sneak in?
If we get to a particular location where one of my comrades has left a very powerful magical item, we may be able to not only teleport into the fortress, we can do so under the guise of a magical shield. But it is a location that is very valuable to the warlocks. They'll either have many sentries there, or it is a location the Huntress is after right now.
Therese! Therese! Can you see this or hear this?
No.
Damn it. You bring up a good point, and I'll consider it all.
When you awake, you will see a sight that will shock you, and I'm assuming your friends as well. That will be a reminder that there are not many options left, for there is so very little time. Every step you take, every word you speak, every action you commit to will affect the lives of everyone.
Sees a little baby dragonborn being sacrificed again.
Oh my god, dude.
And while the baby dragonborn is being sacrificed, you hear a haunting voice. Crash into me.
No!
The most horrifying thing of all.
Someone is Moose voice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, move 2, for sure.
Wait, move as well or move to the sequel?
No,
move as well. Like,
Yeah. Like all these horrible memories of the lives that were all
We
his
have,
fault. Yeah.
you
promised me.
We've not had any sequel characters.
Yeah.
And then he has to play through that entire sequence from Metal Gear Solid 3, where you're walking down that river,
Yeah.
and every character.
Poppers the sorrow.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the extent of the dream.
Okay.
Let me know once 4 hours have passed and my trance is done.
4 hours have passed.
Okay. All right. So
Just 4 hours?
I decided I was gonna do this
Just so this can
before all that happened, and since I don't know about any of that, I would still do it anyway.
Sure, absolutely. I wasn't trying to prevent you from doing an action. I was just trying.
No. I'm
jump
just
on
saying,
things.
like, it might seem a little redundant, but my character would still do it.
Yeah.
Also, I'm terrified to do it, but I'm sitting there, and I've decided that
void.
we need to know more information, and so I'm going to contact other plane,
yes, dude, yes.
which has a pretty good chance of driving me completely insane for like a long time until I rest again.
Oh my god.
Final fight. Here we go.
But I have 4 hours again, so if it goes really bad, I can trance maybe in
Nice.
the same remaining 4 hours.
Maybe.
It's on page 226. I can just read it. You mentally contact the demigod, the spirit of a long-dead sage, or some other mysterious entity from another plane. Contacting this extraplanar intelligence can strain or even break your mind. When you cast this spell, make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw. On failure, you take 6d6 psychic damage, which I'm resistant to. And I guess I would, if it's the god doing it. No, it's probably not the god doing it. I would damage the god too. But and you are insane until you finish a long rest.
Oh my god.
While insane, you can't take actions, can't understand what other creatures say, can't read, and can speak only in gibberish.
Is that a disease? Insanity?
I think it's just an effect of this spell.
Okay.
On a successful save, though, I can ask the entity up to 5 questions, and I have to do it before the spell ends. And the DM answers me with one word.
Yep.
Answers.
I love this spell.
So
yeah.
cool.
This is cool.
Yeah, the reason why I laughed and something that I think 5th edition nails is they have just made these spells so fun and they're so creatively written, and I think this is one of those. They could have made this like super boring and they didn't.
Okay, so DC 15 intelligence check.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Oh my god. Well, I'm insane.
What do you add to that? It's just a raw d20?
It's just an intelligence check, right? So
I love how Kyle keeps pushing for the +7.
Yeah. Add some 7 to that.
Let's
What do
do
you
that.
got?
+7.
This one's just a +1 for me.
Let's get that indicator plus
So you
12.
take
That's
You
exclusive.
take 66 psychic damage and are insane.
But I have resistance to psychic damage.
Sure, that's fine.
And if it is something giving it to me, it takes that
Dang
amount
it.
too. But
Whoa.
let me just make sure.
Damage to the gods. Damage to the gods.
I
Bring
have
Wyatt over
resistance
here.
to psychic damage. So I don't remember how resistance works. I take half whatever I would take.
Well, different. It depends on the resistance. Like, what is? you have to point to what it's talking about with your class that is making you resistant, because it should spell out how you're
Thought
resistant.
shield. Starting at 10th level, your thoughts can't be read by telepathy or other means until you allow it. You also have resistance to psychic damage, and whenever a creature deals psychic damage to you, that creature takes the same amount that I do.
That's so sick.
Okay.
Resistance is like a keyword, though.
Right.
Yeah,
Are resistances normally percentages?
I don't remember.
When it's honestly the way that the wording is there, it to me sounds like you don't take any damage, but I suppose it would probably say immune then, huh?
We should plug Die Hard Dice again.
Die Hard Dice.
Jupiter's dice are so nice.
Yeah.
That metal feel that thing.
Dude,
Yeah.
solid.
It's so cool.
Solid.
I feel like anything less than a nat 20.
Why don't you give it a roll? Let me hear that roll.
In the tower too is
In
really
the tower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
If a
that's
creature-
It's like
chunky.
bowling.
If a
It's
creature
like a
or
bowling
object
alley.
has resistance to a damage of that type is halved against it.
Okay, that's right.
So you take 66 and then just
Half it.
That's
Divide by
really
two.
good.
Okay, so 5. Whoops.
Oh.
Doesn't count.
Look at that little soft dice.
1,
Go Die Hard.
2, that's 8. 9.
12.
10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16. 20,
22.
22.
so 11.
11.
So 11.
So I take 11 damage, and I'm insane.
Cool.
But I just like twitch a bunch and then like trance some more.
Yeah,
Or what?
the only thing is, like, I get where you're coming from with the trance. I just feel like being insane would maybe make it difficult for you to relax and go into a trance state.
Sure.
That's the only thing.
Combrino's heal now.
Dude.
Yeah, your insanity.
He's
Only
going for
greater
the-
restoration can fix it.
He's
I
going
think
for
I
the
have
full
greater
sleep.
restoration.
Yeah, but
Pretty
no one's
sure,
gonna
dude.
wake you up.
No one's gonna wake you up.
All right. Well, then I would just go to actual sleep
I have lesser
Right.
restoration.
for 4 hours.
Here's how we're gonna do this, Therese. You basically, because you're insane, because you were so mentally unstable from trying to contact another plane and failing,
And I'm terrified.
and you're terrified, you can't sleep. Like you
Right,
can't
right,
relax and go to
right.
sleep. So basically, you can roleplay however you want. I'm envisioning you just like pacing around or like talking to yourself or doing that sort of thing. I'm not gonna do any additional damage to you, but you can't sleep.
Right.
So it's been 4 hours.
Mhm.
So I'm awake now. Then.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
see
There's
this.
a way.
You guys see
Yeah.
this?
Oh, no.
Well,
I
if you, she's in the cave, so
Okay.
technically, if you're like, hey, I get out and check on my friends.
Yeah, I'm
that's
just
fine.
sitting on top of the cave still.
Yeah.
I haven't like gone down and looked.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess I eventually would wander outside of the cave.
sure.
And I'm just like.
I want the undead to be freaking out too.
No, the undead are not phased.
Oh, okay.
They're already dead. They don't care.
And I'm like occasionally like my hands start like charging up Eldritch Blast a little bit, but I don't like blast them. I just like like and I'm like weeping, just weeping.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
hear it. Absolutely. This you don't. Yes.
What the hell is that? What is that? I'm gonna look down there.
What happens with the raven?
Therese, in her state, has no like. The raven is still hers, but she is not able to process what the raven is.
I think occasionally I like warg into it and and it like flies around, and then I come back to myself, but I can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
So like I'm just like, this guy.
Does insane have to be that insane?
This says I can speak only in gibberish, can't do actions,
Okay.
can't understand what other creatures
What's
say.
really nice
Sure.
about
That is
Create
very
Undead is it's not concentration; it's instantaneous,
Yeah, which is good
which is
for
good.
me.
A
This
little
went
weird
so wrong.
situation.
I don't want to wake up.
So she's going nuts.
Yeah.
I'm having nightmares over here.
I'm just like, oh my god. It's just like, what's going on?
And he promised you when you wake up you're gonna see things that are like really bad.
Yeah.
Well, and bear in mind, like the way I RP like Teresa's magic, like she's never done that before, so she just thought maybe she could do it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as far as she's concerned, she just tried to reach out to that force, and it drove her crazy.
It was a great idea, and I think it is great, like that it failed in an interesting way. It was
but like, unless somebody casts Greater Restoration on me, I'm useless.
Well, I mean, the comical thing is, like, you're just going insane for a couple of hours, and then Pomper will eventually wake up.
Until I finish a long rest.
But Pomper doesn't have the right spell.
Pomper doesn't have Greater Restoration.
Oh,
so
I thought
have
he did.
I have to rest, or I stay insane forever.
Sure.
Puffs. Puffs. What's going on? What's going on in here?
So the puffs are surrounding Pomper, by the way,
Yeah.
and they're sleeping.
Oh, they're all asleep.
So they're not aware.
Get up! Get up! I'm gonna like shake some of them.
So you've gone down.
Yeah, I'm in the cave now.
I like follow you, kind of like, and I grab you, and I'm like speaking in a panic,
Don't get that
trying to
off
get
me!
you to do something, but I can't. It doesn't make any sense. I was like,
So you wake up the puffs?
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. So the puffs kind of collectively all get up, and they're a little groggy, and Carmine says, "What Nikita want?"
Make a box and put her in it. She's freaking me out.
So this is the puffs all begin chanting the same thing, and they're all jumping down, and they sound like really happy.
Cool.
They start hopping up in the air, and they say, "Therese has touched Father. Therese has touched Father."
What are you talking about?
And then they all jump on top of Therese.
which I do not like.
You don't like it. You don't
like,
it. They don't hurt you.
I know. I'm
not,
just like,
not imposing any damage.
again, insane.
Yes, fair. And in fact,
I think if you were sane, you'd want them not on you.
yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
I don't
fair.
like being touched.
Sure. In fact, I think that creates kind of a morbid image, because this is what they do to you. They all start melting into each other, and they start forming a dome over your body, a small dome that is exactly the size of how tall you are. And basically, I'm assuming that you're like
I'm panicking.
screaming
Yeah,
these liquid puffs are going over you.
Make a window for her so she can see at least.
But this has a positive effect. They seem to know what is happening to you, and they basically, through their own puff power, manage to put you into a state of rest.
Ah, sweet.
There we go.
They also there's something going on with you and their father.
Whoa.
So
You're their new mommy.
Jesus.
Touch the father, you're the new mommy.
Oh gosh. All right, never casting that spell ever again.
I look at Disgraced, like, what happened?
I'm just here for this big guy.
Great.
He's like in love with you.
What the hell am I supposed to do now then?
So that's a great question, Nicator. So basically what I'm going to do, in an effort to try to speed things along, is if you want to do something in the next 4 hours, you are more than welcome.
I'm gonna go back up on top of the cave and keep a lookout.
Nice. That's fair.
No, I don't want any part of this. It's freaking me out. I'm going back outside on top of the cave.
All right. So the sun goes completely down.
Total eclipse.
Not a total.
Total eclipse of
But it is night. It is night.
Blood moon.
And you all have the benefits of a full rest. You're able to get your spell slots back, your HP recovered, all that stuff.
Not me though, right? I still.
No, you
Yes.
as well.
Oh really?
You as well.
Oh, that 4 hours.
Feels so good.
All right. Thanks, Puffs.
Oh, it feels good.
Full HP.
However, as good as it feels to be fully recovered, you awake to a horrifying sound, which leads to a horrifying image. You hear one giant roar. Not the roar of an Umber Hulk. Not the cries of snake warriors or frightened mercenaries. You hear the roar of a dragon. And then following it, you hear, in sequence, more roars, and it just keeps getting louder and louder. And Nicator, and I'm assuming others if they go and they investigate the noise, you see at least 24 fully grown red dragons fly overhead.
24?
24?
Hundreds of feet into the air. They're not attacking you, they're flying over you.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to remain hidden so they don't see
Sure,
me.
that's fair. I do want to point out they don't seem particularly interested in you. Therese, when you awake, the puffs get off of you. Well, okay, no. The dome unforms and they turn into individual puffs and they start hugging you like crazy. They are they are in love with you.
Okay.
There's one other piece of information that I want to give you because you're no longer insane.
Yeah.
You sort of reform an image with your familiar.
Oh.
And this is what the familiar sees. There is a bunch of blood on the ground. Can you get sound from your familiar as well? You hear the rattling of chains. And you see a woman in white leather armor covered in blood. At her sides are two sickles.
Ian's in love.
Two giant sickles.
So is Therese.
And the chains that you hear, she's holding with both hands. There is a line of nightingales. There are 6 of them, 3 on each side. The chains are tied to basically restraints around their necks. Their hands are also tied with iron chains. They are naked from the head down. The only thing, they're covered in dirt and blood. The only thing on their head is the nightingale hood, the purple and silver nightingale hood.
Mm-hmm. Describe their genitals.
They are normal genitals.
Describe their genitals.
They are normal genitals.
So this is all like
the I said it was white armor. There's actually like red on it as well.
okay.
There's red on the trim
Red
of the
trim.
hood and the sleeves and stuff.
Cool.
Is it relatively new looking?
No, I mean it's grimy as hell.
Okay.
Yeah, she is.
Can I tell
fierce.
how close she is? Because I'm seeing it with my familiar,
So
right?
basically,
so I generally know
she's
where,
approaching the edge of the forest,
which is pretty close to
which
us.
is fairly close to you.
So Slayer's gone.
You do not see Slayer.
Yeah. I have the familiar keep watch, but try to keep out of sight of this person, and then I feel like I have a strange sense that the puffs helped me somehow, but I still don't like being touched. So I'm like kind of like trying to carefully push them off me. While I'm just like, yes, it's okay, it's okay, it's
So
okay.
They like fall off you, but then they just rejoin.
So then after a little while of trying, I kind of just like hobble over covered in puffs, and I say, the huntress is almost here.
I know the huntress.
Are you friends with her?
I'm not friends with that woman, no.
Well, we need to get ready to kill her when she gets here.
We need to find this Yogala.
Oh my god.
Why do you care about Yogala?
He's our only
Do I know the warlock's name? Have we asked that yet?
The warlock didn't have a name.
Okay.
You said it was Bill, and then
Oh, yeah, I
it's
said that.
pronounced. You said it's pronounced Bile.
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 Yeah.
Bile.
It can be that.
Bile.
Bile.
There's a perfect role playing opportunity here, Fame, that just came into my head.
Yeah.
Are you cool with this story? So at your time in Bolvak, the huntress actually got you in her chains. You've been the only prey
Yeah.
that has escaped.
Yeah.
And when she
Vendetta.
sees you,
Rivalry.
that's going to obviously be something that she wants. She does not like that you have escaped her chains.
Right.
Yes.
A nemesis.
A nemesis.
There's a spider crawling right by you.
Little spider.
Like,
Whoa.
right next to your face.
I think it's
Not
attached to the
okay.
glass.
Is that on him?
No. He's attached to your hair though.
Yeah, get
Yeah,
it.
get it.
Go ahead and get
There it
that.
is.
I don't know where he went. He's right
right
near
there.
your face.
He's right there.
It's just a little spider.
He's right there.
Yeah. It's
He's
all
sorry,
Sorry,
spiders are bad.
that was weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Not all
All
spiders are bad.
spiders
That's not true. That's
Not
not
all
true.
the spiders are bad.
All spiders are bad.
Saved your life.
Thanks.
Yeah, so that Fame, you have a history with the Huntress.
Fame also had a spider on her hair.
She likes it.
And is not bothered.
Yeah.
Not bothered.
Ah, there you are.
Bile. Can you lead us to the hidden path?
The Huntress is almost here.
We best avoid her.
Now hold on a second. Why are we trusting this here warlock now all of a sudden?
Yeah, what do you mean the hidden path, Pomper? What are you
Yo,
talking
what's this
about?
about?
He came to me in my dream. Told me about...
Pomper, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's powerful. Powerful wizardry.
I had a bad night.
It's okay. Said something about new gods coming back and doing something. I didn't quite understand it. I don't know. Something about crystal gods.
Crystal God.
Said I
Crystal
needed to
gods?
make a sacrifice or something.
Now, there was one time where I was on this mysterious island, and I remember a red light, a green light, and a white light. Mayhaps this may be involved. It may not be a lie. It was a mysterious island I'd hope to never return to.
Remember the episodes where Fame was unconscious?
Well, look.
But I trust him. I trust him.
Look, all I know is we're not going to have enough time to heal up or rest or it. The world's about to end. We need to go find this king, this dragon king. And the Huntress is only going to slow us down.
The Dragonborn speaks the truth.
There's
You-
no benefit to fighting her.
You still have her stench. You've seen the Huntress. You know that once you're in her chains, she will toy with you in the most gruesome way possible.
We don't have time for this. Lead on.
Follow Bile. Follow Bile and do, please, resist your impulses to lash out. You will see things that you do not want to see, but we must remain quiet if we want to sneak into the Dragon Lord's fortress.
I secretly talked to Disgraced.
What do you
Disgraced.
mean secretly talk to?
Like over my shoulder. Like, okay. There's a lot of commotion.
Like a normal person.
Yeah.
Whisper is a word for that.
And I wait for a moment when everyone starts moving and there's a lot of action going on.
Yeah.
Disgraced. If you think this warlock is going to betray us, or if this warlock starts to run, go for the Achilles heel.
Sir, if I may, I would do anything for you, my thrall, but this warlock cares only for himself. He will throw us into the lion's den
I know.
at the nearest opportunity.
I know, but at least he can maybe lead us to a path.
He will put us in this huntress's chains. Do not trust him.
We're out of options.
Then we must strike quickly.
Just keep a lookout.
The Huntress is out of the forest. She's very close.
We gotta go. Therese, what do you think? Nicator.
I'm not there.
What about me?
Well, you know this, Huntress. What should we do?
I mean, this conversation is happening overtly.
We simply chop off a big old head.
Attack her head on?
Mm-hmm.
Look,
What do you think, Therese? Seems like a waste of time.
she's on her way here. We're going to have to fight her if we take any more time. We don't have a lot of time to get out of her line of sight, depending on where the warlock is going to lead us. So we either need to go now or set up an ambush for the Huntress.
Is Nicator here yet?
Here, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, let's
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Enough talking.
Follow me now.
Gotta find your goblet.
Follow the
All right.
warlock.
Okay.
The warlock, Bile. B-Y-L-E. Bile.
Wow.
Bile. Bale.
Says, I will create a path that only you can see. Follow it closely. Do not deviate from it for even a single step. And he creates a path of bright green going in a straight line northeast of the cave. He begins walking hurriedly along that line.
Therese, what the hell is this?
That's some kind of path.
I already follow him.
Cool.
I poke my head out of the cave and I go, guys, come on. To my undead guys. And I want them to follow us.
Absolutely.
I follow.
Your ghouls.
I follow right
My
behind.
ghouls, my
Nicator.
3 ghouls.
Fame, do you follow as well? I mean, obviously, we're
absolutely.
disgraced comes with you.
Yeah.
The
Marching order. I'm right behind Nicator.
I can mentally command them. Okay, so I
The
just have
puffs-
them follow.
the puffs are still attached to you, Therese.
Okay.
I'm like inspired by Nicator's no nonsense, like going in, and I'm like inspired by it, and I'm also like defending him just in case like
Cool.
anything goes down.
We have a march forward. We have the next thing lined up. There is one scene that I want to give to you, Therese, before we depart. You see the huntress again through your familiar's eyes, and the naked bodies that she was dragging in chains. She's moving forward ahead of them. They appear pretty emaciated, pretty beaten up. One by one, they all start falling to the ground, and she's dragging them along the ground
What?
as if it's no big thing. And then, one by one, almost like from Alien, that on their back, a bump starts appearing and starts pulsating. And then their back splits open.
So Alien Covenant.
I haven't seen Alien Covenant, so I cannot confirm.
More like
that.
Alien
So
Covenant.
so
Yeah, yeah.
fillers.
Anyway, let him go.
This is not filler. This is real deal.
This is canon.
Anyway, it splits open, and a fountain of blood and bone and pus shoots forth, and slimy, black, ghoulish figures that look almost skeletal in nature crawl out of these Nightingale bodies,
Oh my
That's
god.
so gross.
That's freaky.
That's so gross.
and they start crawling along the ground behind the huntress.
Come on, man.
Out of the chains now, but they're like falling along by their own will.
They still
Kyle.
seem to be affected by the chain somehow, but they are not physically attached to it.
Whoa. Intense.
See you next time on Tabletop Escapades!